Jonty and Millie, and along with our kids, we look for the amazing wonders of our world, living in Singapore and exploring beyond. Welcome to Wanderlust. Hello everybody. We're here at Tanjong Rhu MRT station. It is a brand new MRT station, never opened before. It doesn't actually open for another couple of days, but we're here on preview day.
Yeah, preview day, there's 7 stations. You can travel for free, you can hop in and out of all of them, so we are going to go and do that.
We're going to check them all out. We're going to show you what is at each station so that when you take the opportunity to check out the Brown line or the TEL line, you'll be able to hop off all the different stations and see what you can find and have a great day too. Right here at Tanjong Rhu is one of our favourite places to be. It's where the stadium is. We often cycle through here or run through here. There's a beautiful bridge, some great places to view, some people doing some dragon boating.
Lookout tower, there's a water play on top of the stadium and a lazy river. This walk continues all the way along to Gardens by the Bay, which is one of our favourite walks to do as well. So yeah, there's lots of things around here.
Gardens by the Bay East and the Marina Barrage, which is awesome.
Yes.
Beautiful views of the city. This is an amazing place to start. It might even be an amazing place to stop, but we're going to take you to all the other places.
Yeah, it opens in 5 minutes.
Let's go. One of the things that I've already noticed here at Tanjong Rhu station is that there's a carpet on the floor. It's like a little area for you just to dry your feet, and I wonder, I don't think I've really seen it at other MRT stations before, but I think it's here because there's so many walks to be able to be done here. The whole train station actually takes you onto a park connector where you can take a walk, as we were saying earlier, to many different places around here, and so I think that's probably the reason. Maybe I've just not spotted them before and I've spotted them here, I don't know, but there's carpet. This is exciting. I can hear loud music around the corner. Oh my goodness, it's packed. There's so many people here. It's hilarious. There's this massive queue for people, mainly older people and Millie, who are looking for bags and towels that are free, little gifts, which is really funny. I've just noticed that they have put green and red lines on the floor because everybody is always on their phones, and so when they're looking down they need to be able to know when they're approaching the correct or the incorrect escalator, and so that's what it's there for. You've got your green line and you've got your red line. Make sure you don't go on the red line. It's meaning no, don't go. And we're on. We're not going to show you much about the train inside because you've seen that before on our first video when they opened the Brown line the first time. We had a quieter day and we were able to show you a bit more of the trains then. So go back and check that out if you want to see what it's like inside here. Although many of you would have travelled on these lines before. We are heading from Tanjong Rhu to Katong Park and we'll be there any second now.
Right now we're in the line for Touch the Hoop. There's tons of games here. Right now we're at Tanjong Park. I'm not very good at these kind of games.
Just a little bit higher, let's go. Oh no! It's too high!
Too high.
Too high.
It was like bouncing off.
Sorry, very hard. It's a pretty big station, and so there must be some cool stuff upstairs. We're going to go and check it out. Whoa, this is a nice long escalator.
Look how fast it is. Oh, is it going to attack me? Ah. It's definitely looking at it, look.
I know this isn't train content necessarily, but behind me are some rain trees, and I absolutely love these rain trees. For me, they feel like Singapore, they feel like home. But what I found out recently is that actually they were brought here from the plains of Africa to be able to create shade for people. They're not indigenous trees to Singapore, they were brought here, which is amazing. But what I do love about them is the way that they are these big massive structures that also support so many other different species of tree and plant that seem to just plonk themselves into the crevices of each branch, and they just grow and they thrive, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. So I'm glad to see this parade of trees behind me. There's one really special tree here at Katong Park, and we're just about to show that to you.
This park is really nice, it's big, it's open, they've got ruins of an old fort over there which is cool, there's a play area, and this really cool tree behind me which is known as the rainbow tree. It's some sort of gum tree, and it's got lots of different coloured bark which is pretty cool. It's really smooth actually. I had to just touch the tree, I don't know. But yeah, really smooth, lots of different colours which is cool. A nice big open space here, and I guess it's great now that there's an MRT station right here, although I've got ants crawling up my leg.
There's so much here at Katong Park. We're really pleased to have stopped off and found this little place. It's tiny, but there's so many things here. The playground, outdoor gym, there's a mango tree that's dropping mangoes. You can smell the mangoes as you walk around. It's quite an amazing place to be honest. We're going to head back to the train station and move on to the next MRT stop. How much your foot?
My accidentally stepped on it.
You okay? Need to amputate?
Look, just share. I will cross the hook road.
Next station, Tanjong Katong.
I've noticed that all of the trains that are going in the other direction are on a platform that is even lower than this one. So they had to dig really deep for the trains that are going in the direction of Woodlands North from here. We are now at Tanjong Katong, and we're going to hop out and see what we can find. All of the stations have really unique pieces of art that have been designed by local artists, and here is like an ode to an old water park or water slide that used to be here. It's really nice to see actually. Some of the photos remind me of the sort of photos that my parents would have had when they were living here, when they were kids and when they were youth growing up in Singapore. I find it really interesting to see what their life was like when they were living here, and I'm definitely going to be asking them whether they made it here to any of the water slides or water parks here. There's also a little tribute to the Katong turtle, which I recently found out about is a turtle that was native here and is now extinct, unfortunately. Also known as like the leatherback turtle, I think. But yeah, it's really nice to see that here on the wall and a tribute to it. And so hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that as we explore more of these stations. Despite the MRT stations like this one typically being underground, I know there's a few others that are overground, they've managed to capture loads of daylight here and it feels bright and airy. There's a huge skylight over here which is maybe about 4 meters deep, and it's lovely to be able to have natural light coming into this area, and it just feels light and airy. It's got a really nice atmosphere to it.
Katong. No, that one. Yes.
Accessibility wise, I've noticed that the accessible gates are wider than the previous stations. It's been great to see that they're expanding. I know that Singapore has got a very low birth rate at the moment. Maybe they're hoping for some double buggies to be able to go through. Come on guys, let's get working, pop up that population. So we have got out at Tanjong Katong at exit 3. We know something very exciting here that we usually takes us a whole train and another bus and then a walk to get to, but it's only about 300-400 meters away from the train station. What is it, Aspen?
It's a playground.
What's special about this playground?
That it has the tallest and the longest slide in Singapore.
Whoa, let's go!
And the hornbill! Yeah, grasshoppers.
And just like that, within like no time at all, we are here at East Coast Park, one of our favourite places to be. I can't believe how accessible it has just become. Mind you, we do tend to come here by cycling, and I don't think that will ever change because we love getting on our bikes. Right now I can see a load of green bags. that are there from the oil spill clear up. It's been amazing to see how everybody has been working so hard to be able to clean up the oil spill. We tried to volunteer our time, but we didn't realise actually how dangerous the oil is for people, and so they've only put specialists onto it, but it's great to have the specialists doing what they do and making it work really, really well. I'm very, very pleased about that. I'm very proud of our nation for getting that sorted. So we're here, and as Aspen said, there is the largest and tallest and longest slide, she just spotted it, in Singapore, and we are heading there now.
I'm a koala.
Like a sloth.
Wait, are people allowed to go on this?
Yeah. The amount of times we've been here and gone past it, like literally 20 times, and never realised there's a water play here. Millie might have done, but I had no idea there was a water play here. It's younger for our kids. Like our kids would be in and out of it quite quickly and probably quite bored. But I didn't realise it was here. And there's this great big climbing frame and slide, which is also pretty awesome too. So yeah, it's amazing that you can find these things when you actually take a moment to stop and look. So it's pretty cool.
If you've watched our channel for any length of time, you'll know that our kids love running about, climbing, throwing themselves off things, and this is perfect for them now they're getting a bit older. We went to a playground yesterday and we realised actually like how much bigger they are, like physically, with other kids around them now. So this one is perfect because it's for older kids, and we're really confident with them being on here and having a great time and being safe because we're not going in with them. They're very able-bodied and know what they can do, so this one is perfect for that. I'm going to walk along to see if there's something for lunch. We were going to get lunch at the next stop, but we're all feeling pretty hungry now, so we're just going to see what's available here. Like I said, we cycle past here lots, but we've never actually spent any time along here.
Okay, go for it, buddy. What? Your shorts are not slidey?
So Old White Coffee, they've got the usual local dishes really from around $10 each. So I guess that's not too bad for being around here. My head still goes to, yeah, but at a hawker it would cost this, but then I got to remember like we'd be eating inside with AC and all of that stuff. So I guess $10 isn't too bad. Have you done this one before? Tell me about it. What's good about it?
I like the look-de-look. Well, it's not really a look-de-look, but it's like a squirt, and it always makes me stop. I'm gonna go backwards this time.
See you at the bottom. We're gonna get lunch. Woo!
Okay, I'll just go this way. I thought you weren't gonna do it.
I can't quite believe just how accessible this train line has made East Coast Park. We were stood there just now and I suddenly felt really guilty about the fact that I hadn't cycled to get there or taken like loads of different transportation to get there. So it's great. We're very much looking forward to that being a bit more accessible to us. We're back at the train station and we are going to head down to the next station now. Oh man, the Karens are out. I have to apologise for calling them the Karens. Like, they don't complain all the time or anything like that, like Karens typically would. However, they've actually been fantastic. We remember back in 2014 when we were coming here on holiday. Milo was just 1 year old, and people would not move for a buggy. People would always try to push into the lift before we could get out. It was madness. And these little characters, I don't know what they call them. I call them the Karens, lovingly.
Bag down, Benny.
They have all taught everybody how to have etiquette on the trains, which is lovely. So we do appreciate them. And we just got a selfie with them, which is awesome. So, okay, off to the next stop. That was super busy, Marine Parade. I don't know whether it's because it was the first platform we got to where there was traffic going both ways, so the Thompson East Coast Line was going all the way up to Woodlands and all the way to the other direction as well, so it might just be that was the case, but actually now looking at it, no, it is hectic down here.
It's really getting busy now down here, and I'm glad to see that this new line is giving people new places to explore. I'm looking forward to coming back to each of these stations a little bit more and seeing what's around them in a bit more detail and things like that. So if you live along this new MRT line, let us know what's in your area that's worth checking out.
There are a couple of reasons why it may be so busy here. One is that it is kind of lunchtime, maybe late, oh no it's not at all actually, it's 3 o'clock. But I wondered whether, because there's a food centre here, there's a market here, maybe that could be one of the reasons why it's super busy. There's a simulator there as well for driving a MRT, I think, which had heaps of people in the queue as well. So there's a few different reasons. Also, it's just a really popular area. This is the access point, another access point to East Coast Park, to Marine Cove, where there's a McDonald's and a Coffee Bean Tea Leaf and bike hires and all that sort of stuff. We're just going to pop out on the side that we have never explored really before, which is the market and the food centre. We have stepped out of the station into an absolutely buzzing food centre. The food looks great, it smells great, people are having an amazing time. Loads of people queuing up for food as well, which is excellent. I almost feel like we should have stopped where we did earlier, but you know, can't be helped, we'll just have to come back, it's not a problem. We're just going to have a little exploration of this little local area, and then we're going to head back onto the trains. I can smell durian, and there's that local like neighbourhood heartland smell, which is just like fruit stalls, and the hustle and bustle is just exciting, and I love it. We've actually talked about how Marine Parade is one of our ideal places to live in the future, and so I'm really happy that we get a chance to walk around here. I can smell durian, it's making me want to eat. So we're going to go and see where it all is. One box of red prawn is only $5, so I'm very, very tempted, but we're going to avoid it right now just because we don't have tissues and stuff. I think we're going to have to see if we can pick some up for later. We can't bring them onto the MRT because it's illegal, so we're just going to have to wander. We're going to head back to the MRT actually and then move on to the next station soon, but just give you a last little glimpse of this wonderful little neighbourhood that is Marine Parade.
These juice watermelons are only $8.
I'm sure you've been wondering throughout this whole video where you could get one of these t-shirts from. It's there if you look for it, and it's the Wanderlust t-shirt essentially. You can get it at thewanderlustway.com. There's very few left, there's not that many sizes left. Go check it out, see if we have your size, you'll be very lucky, and we'll send it out to you with some stickers too.
Please do not lean against the train doors.
This station is massive. I read that one of them is like 30 meters underground. I can't remember which one it is, but this one is huge. The walkways are really nice and wide, which is great for when it does get busy, and I think maybe they're anticipating this one to be busy. We just looked at the map and there's lots of residential areas around here, so I guess that'll be great if you live in this area. So we're heading all the way down to exit 1, which seems to be quite a long way away actually.
This is Marine Terrace, and it is also a very nice local residential area which is beautiful. Actually, keep finding areas here that I really like the idea of living in, which is lovely. This has got apartments with shops underneath. It looks super convenient, especially right next to the train station here. So yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah, nearby the little markets, I think that's one thing we wish was near ours. We don't really have a market that's that close by, and these areas are just brilliant. Like, we've talked so many times about other little areas we love, and I just think this MRT line will just make it even better, which is great.
Just 2 more stops to go. Looking forward to showing you those 2. Not much left to go, but plenty to discover. I mean, Millie was just saying that we would love to be able to come back here and just spend a day exploring these neighbourhoods, eating the food, checking out some of the shops. So stay tuned over the next few weeks for that, probably.
We are gonna see Stand Up Stacy, Back Down Benny, and Hush Hannah.
Glenda?
Give way, Glenda.
Yeah.
Push over, Patricia. There's more of the Karen crew than I realised. So there's like Back Down Benny, Hush Hush Hannah, Give Way Glenda, Sharon, I don't know. They're not the ones that I see. I tend to see more like Can't Be Asked Colin, and I'm going to stand here anyway, Ian, and all these different people. So, oh, hello. Siglap station right here is a civil defence shelter, and actually 59 of our stations across the country are civil defence shelters, including the one right near our place, where there are these huge doors like the ones behind me that are hidden, but they open up and they close. They make sure that everything and everyone is safe inside in the case of an emergency. It's quite amazing. This door is 30 tons. Our kids have just been trying to push it open, but it's great to be able to get an education on the safety measures that we have in our country, and I'm very proud of it all right now. Hey, not bad. I can see it moving. Yeah, it's going. Keep momentum. Oh, okay. Pretty good. Good job.
Well done.
Stronger than they look.
I was just learning about the MRT lines themselves. They actually have these huge doors that they can close off so that if there was a contamination at one station, you could be safe in another. And then the whole station actually turns into a bunker. They can pump oxygen into the train so that you can stay inside the trains. If you need to be seated, they use these dry toilets, which Aspen was getting a demonstration on. Well, not a demonstration, that would be weird. An explanation about those, and Aspen thought it was a little bit gross. But it's amazing to know that all of this is just set up, ready. Like, I don't know if John said, but we obviously hope you never have to use this stuff, but this is all here, going on underground. People are trained for this regularly, just in case. Yeah, it's really, really awesome, and just great to know that we're safe here.
I've noticed this across the whole line, and it's a really, really, really lovely touch for those who are visually impaired. You know, as they grab onto the hand railing, they can feel in Braille exactly which entrance they're at and where they need to head, which is just fantastic. I think it's a really, really nice touch. Earlier on I mentioned how much wider I thought the accessibility gates were, and I think the whole thing is just, it's been really, really well thought through to make sure we can include everybody in the community, and that is just a hugely positive thing.
We've just popped up out of Siglap MRT station, and this is the closest one to the East Coast Food Lagoon and all of that kind of area. They've got a wake park there. It's one of our favourite spots. We enjoy cycling to East Coast, but I think this will probably become one of our favourite MRT stations to get to. The beaches in one of these directions. Yeah. But it's nice that we can now get to here by the MRT, which I think will just make coming to the East Coast Park that so much easier, and we can now explore this area as well, the other sides, without having to changing with buses and stuff with all of our things. So yeah, I think this will become one of our most used MRT stations along this route. One more stop to go!
We've just landed in at Bayshore, our last stop.
Landed.
Yeah, landed. It feels like a epic journey. And let's just find out what we can find here. Don't know what it's going to be. I haven't done any of the research. Millie's done that.
There's some sort of flower here.
There's a flower. Okay, let's go check it out.
Three tries, you get 120 points, okay?
So if you had to take exit 1 or 2 out of this area, you could head towards East Coast Park and check out everything over there. East Coast Park is a really, really long beachfront park, which is beautiful. We're going to go check out what's at exit 3 because we've got really no idea about this neighbourhood. And we're going to exit there and have a little look.
East Coast Park is a popular place to cycle, so it's amazing here that they have underground parking for so many bikes under here, so you can cycle here, park your bike and go and explore all of what's around this area. 204 spaces.
So we have come to the end of the line.
It is. There are a few more stations to come past this, but Siglap is where it ends for us today.
Bayshore is also where it ends for us today. Siglap was the last stop, but Bayshore is where it ends for us today. There's not heaps of stuff going on around here. I can see a medical centre, maybe a hospital, and a load of different residential areas, which is really, really nice. Maybe nice to kind of wander around. Couldn't see any shops, so I'm feeling a little bit parched.
Yeah, there's some restaurants and things a bit further on and some places, but again, this would be a nice like neighbourhood to just come and wander around and
Be
see
nosy.
what's here. Come and be nosy. Nosy neighbourhood.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed the TEL line 4. Yeah, the 4th iteration. I think there's 1 or 2 more to go. Maybe just 1 left.
I don't know. I've been on the train so long.
Okay. And yeah.
No, so I've enjoyed doing this, seeing all these little places, and then yeah, really keen to come back and see what's around.
As always, subscribe, like, buy a t-shirt, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.